thank you, Mar, for commenting, freevacourse.com. You can check out that website to enroll in our free course, our 5-day free course. Sige, so let's go ahead and get started. It's already 7:09. I think yung mga tao, we've given them enough time, given the people, yung Filipino time, enough time to show up. So hopefully more people show up pa rin. But let's go ahead and get started. We won't wait any longer. So we're gonna talk about how to find your first client. Now, as I said earlier, this is a free webinar, right? This is a free webinar and it is jam-packed with information. So I want you to do a few things for me, okay? As free naman to, what I want you to do is I want you to take notes. Okay, importante to. I want you to take notes. Kahit mag-screenshot, kahit may Microsoft Word kayo, may pen and paper, I want you to take notes. Kasi marami tayong magpag-usapan dito and you won't be able to remember everything. Okay, so take notes. And for retention din yung taking of notes. Okay, so if you have pen and paper, let's go. Second is take action. We're going to talk about things na pwede nyong gawin. Okay, things that you can do to get a client. So I want you to take action. I don't want na dito lang kayo just to watch and wala lang, ganun lang. I want you to take action. Okay? We have people na sabi, ba't hindi ako na-hire? Did you take action? Oh, diba? Yun ang tanong. Did you do what you were supposed to do? Right? Hindi naman darating sa'yo yung trabaho if you don't do anything, if you don't apply what you learn in like this webinar. And third is take friends with you. So I want you to share this with your friends. Hit the share button, share this on your wall, and comment din that you shared in the comment section down below. Say shared, okay, if you shared this. And if you've already you have your notes ready, your mindset is ready to take action, and baka you've already shared this with your friends, I want you to type ready in the comment section down below, okay? Let's type in ready. Luminate din pala yung PowerPoint when I parang change screens, no? Okay, just type in ready down below. Enroll for a short course in bookkeeping. Nice yung free course natin or ibang course. Yes, thank you Aji and Mahar for the list of free courses. Okay, let's take action. Ready, shared, ready. Ayan. All right, people are all ready. Ready na kayo lahat, guys? Ready na. Oo. Nice. Okay, ready. Let's go ahead. Also, don't forget to share. Sabi ko ng kanina. Don't forget to share ulit. Okay, para you'll really share. Don't forget to share for the nth time na. Sige, so let's jump right in. How to start working from home. Well, we had this webinar pala. We had this webinar last time, how to start working from home. Even without any experience. And right now, we're just gonna do a quick review, especially sa mga first-timers dito. So, if you're a first-timer, don't worry too much. I still want you to take the free course, pero don't worry too much because we do have a review. Kasi alam naman din natin na there will be first-timers. So, just a quick review about what is freelancing. We won't spend too much time here, but I do want to review some terms with you, okay? If you have any questions, type them in the comment section. I'm looking at them pa rin. But I'm not reading everything kasi ang dami. Maubusan tayo ng oras if I just keep reading all the comments. So, what is freelancing? Okay, baka some of you might already know this, pero especially for the first timers, freelancing, simply put, refers to being self-employed. So, you do work and you get paid for it. That's the basics of freelancing. You can get paid by the hour and you can get paid by the project. So, on the internet, we don't have it, on the internet, the services done online are by online freelancers. And for you to understand this better, about freelancing, let's think about mga offline freelancers. Okay? So, mga freelancers, they get paid, they do work and they get paid for it. But they don't work for, hindi sila empleyado. Okay? For example, if I hire let's say yung plumbing namin, we need a plumber, we need our parang faucet changed. If I hire a plumber, 'di ba? Hindi siya empleyado, right? And he's not employed by me, pero he does work and he gets paid for it. Nasa kanya if he wants to get paid by the project, kung parang okay, for changing the faucet, ito yung charge ko. Or if he wants to get paid by the hour. So ilang oras yung trabaho, he'll get paid accordingly. So depende, right? So yun, another example is mga photographer. Those are also freelancers. So, they usually, like, let's say mga wedding photographer, event photographer, hindi sila empleyado, right? Hindi sila employed sa client, right? There's a client who's paying for it, but they get paid for the work, usually by project when we're talking about photographers, diba? So yun, those are offline freelancers. Itong mga online freelancers, it's the same thing, pero yung services na ginagawa namin is virtual. Online lahat. So we have some examples, mga virtual assistants, graphic designers, blog writers, and so on. Okay? Sige, once again, if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section so that we can also address those questions. So, may mga benefits from working from home. What are the benefits of working from home? Number one, you can spend more time with your family. Diba? That's a huge benefit. Number two, you can work according to your schedule. Number three, you won't have to waste time in traffic. And number four, you can earn more. You can get paid in dollars. Okay, so because normally, most people who work online, they get paid higher. Mas malaki yung kita nila. So they can spend, well, dollars nga, diba? Sabi ko nga, dollars. So, yung schedule nila, they can also work less hours if they want. Example, same yung earning nila sa trabaho, let's say 20,000, and then they earn online. They can just work for 3-4 hours every day, and maka 20,000 pa rin sila. Okay? So they can spend more time doing the things like spending time with family, raising kids, and so on. If they work 8 hours per day, baka maka 40,000, maka 50,000 sila per month, when yung kita nila dati in an office was 20,000. Guess nyo ba? Baka confusing yung example ko, no? So, and yung benefit pa doon, you don't have to waste time in traffic. Ako, from my bed to my office, it's parang 10 steps away lang. Parang 2 minutes lang from my bed to my office. Well, whereas dati nag-work ako sa Quezon City, tapos I was staying in Parañaque. More than 2 hours. One way pa lang yun. So, back and forth, 4 hours, diba? So, grabe yung traffic. According to your own schedule. What this means is that a lot of the times, yung mga clients natin, example, one of the things that you can do as a freelancer is to, nakita niyo mga blog posts, diba? Mga news article, let's say, sa ABS-CBN or sa Rappler or GMA na website, may mga news stories dun. Freelancers yung nagsusulat nun. Or yung mga blogs, yung mga tech blogs or mga fashion blogs, a lot of those are freelancers. And they can work according to their schedule kasi yung importante dun is that they submit the work by the deadline. So, pwede morning shift sila, pwede sila night shift, pwede sila mid shift. Kung may baby, pwede parang putol-putol yung shift. Basta matatapos lang yung trabaho by the deadline time. Yun ang importante when it comes to freelancing. So, they can work according to their schedule and accordingly, they can spend more time with family then. Ayan. So, para sa inyo, everyone watching here, which one of these four, kung papili, if you're just to choose one benefit na parang pinaka-priority nyo or pinaka-importante sa inyo out of these four benefits of working from home, which one? Is it A, B, C, D? So, A yung spend more time with family, B is work according to your schedule, C is yung traffic, and D is getting paid in dollars. Which one of these four is a top priority for you? Sige. A, B, C, or D? Okay, I'll give you some time to answer. I'm just gonna check something here. Okay. Which one is more of a priority? Oh, A, B. A. Oh. May D din. Oh, okay lang yan. A. Oh, mostly sa atin, 'di ba? A. All of the above, sabi, isa lang. Not following instruction. Okay lang. You can, mostly sa atin is spend more time with family, diba? Especially if we've got kids. Like yung baby namin, I sometimes bring him here in like yung parang yung office ko, yung in front of my computer. Tapos tulog siya while I'm doing work. So, spending time with family pa rin. Tapos kapag napagod ako, tingnan ko lang siya and ma-inspire. Nakaka-inspire din, diba? Oo. Okay. A, mostly A. Nice. Okay. So, moving on. You might be thinking, who are my clients? Who are the people who are gonna pay me money? Yung sabi ko kanina, yung mga 20,000, 40,000, 50,000 a month. Yung iba, maka 100,000 every single month. Pero, who are the people who are paying? Sino bang babayad nito? Okay. Earn in dollars, diba? Pero sino babayad nito? So, I have an example. I have an example here of a client, of somebody. Let's say this is somebody in the United States. Okay, tapos pangalan niya ay Linda. Si Linda, what she does is she has a business na where she's selling cupcakes. Iba't ibang cupcakes. And then, ito si Linda. She's selling cupcakes online. Okay, isipin mo Facebook sa atin, di ba? Maraming mga Facebook sellers. Nagbebenta ng mga cupcake, ng mga mango float, 'di ba? Uso yung mga mango. Ano pa pang usong pagkain sa Facebook? Ano pang uso, 'di ba? Dati uso yung mango float. Yung cookies, ganun, 'di ba? So comment kayo, ano pa mga usong pagkain, or what have you ordered sa Facebook? Sa pagkain sa Facebook. Kami yung mga lactation cookies. Para sa wife ko, we ordered that. Para kayo, what have you ordered on Facebook? Pagkain. Okay. Milk tea. You ordered milk tea. Sige. So, Linda is selling cupcakes. She's selling them, let's say, sa Facebook din. Pero sa US. US siya. And then, she has her product and service. And she has her customers. Her clients. Okay? Yung mga customers niya. Now, the thing is with Linda, is that at first, di ba? At first, parang kakastart niya lang. Konti pa lang yung mga customers niya. Okay lang, reply, gawa ng cupcakes, may customize pa, may pangalan pa yung cupcakes, may lettering pa, di ba? Okay, pero later on, maraming nag-share, naging uso, nag-viral yung cupcakes niya, di ba? So, what happened is that ang dami mga inquiries, and hindi niya kinaya. Hindi kinaya ni Linda na sa dami ng mga inquiries. So, what she did is she looking for someone to manage the inquiries. Okay. So that can be you. That can be whoever you are, Marife, Daphne, Aji, that can be you who's going to work for Linda, who's going to check her Facebook page and then reply sa mga comments, and then yung mga lahat ng mga orders, di ba, bigay mo lang sa kanya. Okay, ito, Miss Linda, ito yung mga orders, well, English naman. Miss Linda, here are the orders for today, di ba? Bigay mo yung list, and then ikaw na bahala sa gumawa ng mga shipping labels and all that. So ikaw na taga-coordinate ng Grab driver. So that can be your job. Siya is focused siya sa mga cupcakes niya, di ba? So that's when she'd hire you. And even if nasa Pilipinas ka, you can work for her because Facebook online lang. Yung mga Grab driver nasa cellphone lang, 'di ba? Or sa kanya Uber Eats sa US. Uso yung Uber Eats, yung mga pang ibang service, DoorDash, mga ganun. Coordinate ka sa mga driver o nasa cellphone, ikaw nagbo-book ng mga driver. Okay lang kasi nasa cellphone mo lang. So you can do that from the Philippines. And then you're working for her and she's gonna be paying you in dollars to help her out kasi hindi niya kaya. If she answers all the messages, ay hindi na siya makagawa ng cupcakes, 'di ba? So, gets niyo ba? Gets niyo yung example natin? Sige, ano pa yung mga pagkain dito? Milk tea. Ang dami mag-order pala ng milk tea online, no? Cakes. Bubble milk tea ulit. Pizza. Food package. Takoyaki. Lechon. Choco Moist. Yung mga Choco Moist pala. Samgyup. May samgyup pala. Burger and fries. All as in all food. Or all comments. Sige, gets yung example. Okay, good. But those are, kasi a lot of people are asking, sino ba mababayad sa akin? Ganun. So that's one example. And you're cheaper. Sa totoo lang, mas mura tayo compared if kukuha siya ng empleyado dun sa US, di ba? Kasi mahal yung rates nila. Tayo, mas mura talaga tayo. For the, and then, a good rate, isipin mo, is mga $5 per hour. If she would hire somebody local, she'd have to pay them $10 per hour. So, nakasave siya 50% off. Pero sa atin, $5 per hour, that's mga 250. And you work 8 hours, that's 4,000 pesos sa isang araw. Your 20 days, 80,000 ka na. Okay na, di ba? $5 per hour, okay na. And that's all you do. So, solve ka na. Sige, moving on. Okay. Where do you get online freelancing jobs? Okay, so this is going to be a big part of our discussion for tonight. Okay, but we're going to talk about this over here. We talked about this last time in brief, and we're going to talk about it in more details. Pero normally there are places where you can get clients, where you can find people who will pay you money. Okay, so where do you get these online freelancing jobs? Number one is with the freelancing platforms. Yung tinatawag natin freelancing platforms. And these are, I have more descriptions later. Number two is direct clients. Okay? Number two is direct clients when you directly approach a client. Sige, so first of all, I'll show you an example of direct client. A direct client, you will say, okay, I need work. Lapitan mo yung mga sellers and say, the client says, I need something done. And you say, I can do it. You're hired. Ganun. So what happens in direct clients is that you work for a client or company without a third party. Walang matchmaker. Alam mo yung mga Minimo ba yan? Or mga Job Street, yung mga job website, Indeed. Those are mga platforms where people post their jobs, di ba? Like sa atin, sa Pilipinas. So those are some examples. Now, those are third parties. Yung mga matchmaker na yun, those are third parties and may share din sila. Di ba? Binabayaran sila. When you work with direct clients, you're working for a client or a company without a third party. Walang matchmaker. Okay, walang matchmaker. There are no features, no fees, and it's usually riskier. Riskier than going with an online freelance platform. Sige. So, one example here is if you, let's say, yung mga job placement board, yung mga ganun, di ba? Let's say, direct clients, let's say, hanapin mo si Linda, yung cupcake seller, and say, oy, do you need help? I can help you with your, punta ka sa Facebook, punta yung mga Facebook page, PM mo sila, you send a message and say, hey, I can help you with your, managing your orders, ganun. So, that's what going directly to a client is. Lalapitan mo sila on your own and say, kailangan mo ba ng tulong? I can help you. Okay, that's what happens when you work with direct clients. With freelance platforms, however, it's different. With freelance platforms, what happens is that may parang job placement board, parang similar sa job placement board. Clients will post jobs and they said, okay, I need a freelancer to help me manage my orders. Let's say si Linda, she goes on a freelance platform and she says, okay, I need someone like Upwork. Okay, Upwork is one of those websites. She goes on Upwork and says, I need somebody to help me manage my orders, manage my inquiries for my cupcake business. Okay, so she'll post that. And then the freelancers, they post their profile. So, let's say si Alfred, what he does is he creates a profile. Sabi niya, okay, this is what I know how to do. Marunong ako mag Facebook, marunong ako mag Microsoft Excel, marunong ako mag Photoshop, ganun, marunong ako mag QuickBooks. So he says, okay, ito yung mga skills ko. Okay, so he's gonna post his profile, and then the clients, they can also say, oh, I'm gonna hire Alfred kasi kailangan ko ng assistant who knows how to do Photoshop, who knows how to do Microsoft Excel, ganun, so on and so forth. So yung mga freelance platforms, yung mga clients, they say they need something done, and you say, I need work, di ba? And then the platforms is parang yung bridge. Siya yung nagbe-bridge and to meet, for the clients and the freelancers to meet one another. Alright, so that's what the freelance platforms do. Okay, clear ba? Clear ba yung difference? So freelance platforms, there's that middleman, may website talaga that you can go to where you can find jobs and where you can post your profiles, post your skills. If you go the direct client, yung isang option mo is going directly to a client, that's when walang third party, parang ikaw na lalapit sa client, ikaw na lalapit sa mga companies and say, hey, I can help you with so and so. Okay. Gets niyo ba yung difference? Just say clear if it's clear or unclear if we need to go over it again. Just to clarify, itong mga freelance platform, usually may mga fees sila. Okay? Because they're the matchmaker. Diba? Yung mga finder's fee, diba? Mga finder's fee kapag when you sell mga like mga properties, ganun may finder's fee. So, itong mga matchmakers, may finder's fee din sila. Either yung client or yung freelancer ang babayad ng finder's fee or fees nila. And then, depende. Depende, may ibang features, may ibang percentage, and so on. Okay, good to hear. Good to hear that we're all clear. Mataas ang risk exposure kapag nag-direct client ka. O mas mataas yung risk mo kapag nag-direct ka. ay mas nakakatakot din, di ba? Lalapitan mo yung mga business, say, hey, I can help you, di ba? Diretso ka na. Rather than the platforms where they need something done. Pero usually you can get paid more if ikaw na lalapit mismo. So for you guys here, for you guys who are, mga newbies naman, most who are watching tonight, anong prefer nyo? If you are going to find jobs online, if you're going to start working from home, anong pipiliin nyo? Freelance platform ba or direct? Direct client. Sige, well, I'm waiting for you guys to answer. So, just say platform if you want platform, or direct if you want to go directly to clients. And depende naman sa tao, right? There's no right or wrong answer. Nasa iyo naman yun. Ano bang preference, no? Okay, so, ito yung mga freelance platforms, mga popular freelance platforms. There's Upwork.com, there's Freelancer.com, there's Fiverr, Fiverr, dalawang R.com, there's Onlinejobs.ph, there's LinkedIn.com din. There are jobs posted there. So, here are the different online platforms where you can get freelancing jobs if naghahanap kayo. If hindi kayo mag-direct. If direct kayo, para punta kayo sa Facebook, and then bahala kayo maghanap ng clients nyo, di ba? Ganun. Yung mga platform muna kapag established na direct. Oo, kapag parang may experience, may confidence ka. Oo. Yung mag-direct. Yung iba gustong direct, pwede naman. Pwede naman, sa confidence naman din yun. Lapitan mo sila, hey, I can help you, ganun. Mga newbies, and I agree, since mga newbies, usually what we recommend for newbies ay mga freelance platforms. Kasi newbies pa, and then, you're still building your confidence, you're still building your skill set, and you're building your services. Ano bang i-offer nyo? Ano yung ibebenta nyo sa mga clients? So, we usually recommend na platform before going direct. Kasi yung direct, usually you have to have an established service na that you're offering din. Okay. Teka lang. I'm just gonna move this here. There's a question here from Faro Elaine Jennifer. Sa Upwork po ba, madidak ka po ba at may expiration po ba ito? You get, yung Upwork, they charge a fee between 5 and 20% depending on your earnings with the client. That's the fee that they get from your earnings. Kasi may mga special features na, may payment protection, gano'n, so on. So madideduct ka. I don't know what you mean by expiration. Hindi mo ma-expire ang pera. Okay, so I'm not sure what you mean. Diana, would having direct clients limit your income? No, it would not limit your income. Because you can have as many direct clients as you want, di ba? Kung gusto mong mas maraming income, kuha ka ng maraming clients. Kung konting income, konti lang clients mo, di ba? Okay. Freelance. Alright, sige. We don't have any other questions. Alright. Advantages of using freelance platforms for newbies. Ito. May mga advantages pala. Hindi mo naman sinabi agad, Jason. Sige, ano mga advantages? So, when you use freelance platforms, you can post your profile. You can say, ito yung mga skills ko. I know how to use Excel, PowerPoint, Photoshop, Canva, mga iba't ibang software. And then, many potential clients can see it. Na say, okay, i-hire ko siya. Okay, because I'm looking for somebody with these specific skills. Next is, you get to enjoy parang a unified payroll process. Because the clients here, for them to sign up and for them to pay you, parang they have to enter their credit card and so on. And a lot of the times, diretso na sa bank account nyo. So, minimal yung fees, and then yung transaction is smooth na siya. Hindi na kailangan magpa-Western Union or ano pa yun na parang nakakalito. Next is you can get on-demand work, and then you can also get a seamless transition between your projects. So you can find, because maraming mga job postings online, especially if project-based kayo, like you just do one project at a time, you can find one project, apply for another project, removes the hassle of manual entrepreneurial efforts involved with freelancing. So, hindi mo na kailangan mag-create ng website ng sarili mo, i-market yung mga sarili mo, because may mga jobs posted. So, may mga advantage talaga sa platforms. Kaso may bayad. May bayad, may fees sila. Pero for newbies, para sa akin, mostly sa mga newbies, we recommend to start with the platforms. Pero later on, once you've established yourself, ayun, it's highly recommended to go direct din. Okay. You mean this webinar or sa mga... Probably she was talking about connects if nag-expire. Okay. Yung connects, there is a... Well, if you get yung free, if you get the free plan... Teka. If you get the free plan, you have a limited number of connects that you can use and you can buy more connects. Ito, parang medyo advanced na to. If you're already using Upwork. So if you need to get what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. Pero if you're on the free plan, you just have a limited number of connects. If you're on the paid plan, you get refreshed every month. I forgot how many, 60, 40, 80, something like that. You get new connects every month. Meron din po mga scam. Yes, may mga scams din. And we have a blog post about finding scams. May mga red flags naman. Parang may mga warning signs na scam. So, scams do exist. May registration fee po ba mga freelance platforms? Or wala naman? Mostly, walang registration fee. Yung fee na kinukuha nila is from your pay. Usually when you get paid. Like sa Upwork, it's from your pay. Sa Onlinejobs, walang fees. Because they get it from the client. Sa Hubstaff, walang fees. Pero otherwise, it's when you get paid na. Sa freelancer, depende sa platform. Pero mostly no. Not for registration. Okay. Thank you, Aji, for answering those questions din. Okay, alright. Okay, so water break muna. If gusto nyong uminom ng tubig, I'll give you 1 minute. 1 minute lang. To drink water. Right. 1 minute to drink water and take a quick break before we continue with our discussion. Sige. 1 minute timer. Timer tayo ng 1 minute.
Okay, 1 minute and counting.
Sige. So, if gusto nyo mag-CR, pwede pa naman. Or dalhin nyo yung computer nyo or yung cellphone nyo sa CR. Thank you, Lily, for giving the blog post about how to avoid scams. Have you heard of Yonip? No, I never heard of Yonip. Michelle, if maubusan ka ng connects, you need to buy connects to apply for more jobs. If wala ka pa rin clients, you'd need to buy more connects if ever. Or sign up for yung mga monthly nila. Okay, some commercial break. Don't forget once again to share this webinar to your friends. Hit that share button or tag nyo lang sa comments down below if you want them to see this, to watch this webinar. Also, we recommend, if you're not part of our Facebook group, meron kaming Facebook group, Freelancers in the Philippines. Maraming mga experienced freelancers dito who can help you out. So, if you search in Facebook, Freelancers in the Philippines, check it out and then join that group. It's free naman. We also have mga flip mentors. We have mga flip mentors. These are people inside our Facebook group who will help you for free, walang bayad. And wala pala yung website dito to get a flip mentor. But join our Facebook group muna and then may instructions naman dun on how you can get a flip mentor to help you out. Ito yung mga mentors natin na nag-volunteer to help people out na walang bayad. So, if you join Flip, you can also get a Flip mentor to help you out. Hindi naman siya parang hand-holding lahat. They'll answer some basic questions. What naman you expect? So, wala namang bayad, di ba? So, wag niyo naman i-expect na bigyan mo ko ng trabaho, ganun, or anything like that. But they'll help you with any questions that you might have. Okay. Okay, tapos na yung 1 minute. Thank you, Jeline, for sharing the link over there. May nabasa akong post na pwedeng hindi bayaran ni client. May mga scams talaga. Pero yun nga, may blog post tayo for how to avoid scams. Okay. Paano ma-avoid grace? Check out our blog post. We also have a webinar about that. I'm not sure when our next one will be, pero we'll talk about that in a webinar or yung video lang. We won't be able to cover it tonight kasi marami na tayong pag-usapan tonight. Alright, so So yeah, part 2, the freelancing platform. So going back, the freelancing platforms, this is one of the main things that we're focusing on tonight. Freelance platforms, what are they? They help companies find and hire independent professionals. Okay, they help companies hire freelancers either for temporary roles or special projects or even longer. Itong mga platforms, they offer a marketplace for businesses to browse profiles of freelance candidates based on skills, experience, location, or other criteria. So they can look for freelancers, they can post jobs, or they can hire freelancers directly based on yung mga search results nila. Okay? So the biggest freelance platform is Upwork. It's the world's largest marketplace, connecting, basahin ko lang dito, millions of business independent talent around the globe. Serving one-person startups up to 30% of the Fortune 100. So maraming mga one-person companies na andito, katulad ni Linda kanina, yung cupcake seller natin. And the website is Upwork.com. This is the website here, Upwork.com, and tonight, part of our agenda is showing you how to sign up over on Upwork. Okay? How to sign up over at Upwork. So first of all, you go to Upwork.com and click the sign up button. You can even do it right now if dalawang monitor nyo, or you can just take notes if you want as well. May mga question dito sa scam. If naghingi ng pera si client, most likely scam yun. Parang 99% scam yun. Butin lang small amount lang sa Bitcoin. Okay. Maliit lang. Verify ng account sa Upwork. Sa Upwork may verified accounts din. I'm not sure if we're gonna talk about it tonight, pero yun. Sige, so going back, go to Upwork.com, click the sign up button. You can sign up with Google account, an Apple account, or your email address. You just type it in there and continue. And then you put in your personal information over here. Okay, your first and last name, your password, your location, and you want to make sure that you click that you're working as a freelancer. Okay, so you're not looking to hire. Naghanap ka ng trabaho, hindi ka naghanap ng freelancer. So yeah, you start your Upwork work profile by telling them about the work that you do. So before you can start applying for jobs on Upwork, you need to complete at least 60% of your profile. Pero yung recommendation namin is to do 100%. Huwag nyo naman lang i-60%, 100% na lang, diba? Kasi trabaho to, diba? And then pera to yung pinag-usapan natin. Might as well make it 100% and not just 60%, diba? Okay, saan ba yung mouse ko? Wala yung mouse ko. Okay, sige. So, what you need to do, minimum, is put a photo of yourself, create a job title, put your overview. Overview is parang the summary of your skills and the work that you can do. Put in your work history. Add at least one skill. So, say that you need to do at least one skill. So when you're creating an account on Upwork, what's nagay yung mouse ko? Wait lang. Something is wrong with my mouse. There. When you're creating an account on Upwork, you're gonna have to fill in this information here that is asking telling them about the work that you're parang offering to do. What kind of service do you offer? And what kind of skills do you know? Okay, and you answer also all these things on the left as well. So the first two sections prompt you for information about the services you offer. Your category of work. May iba't ibang category, kung graphic design, kung writing, kung marketing, kung admin work, and so on. The particular skills you specialize in, kung marunong kayo mag Photoshop, mag Microsoft Excel, kung marunong kayo mag programming. Ayun. And the level of experience you have. Dito yung expertise level. So, you can say na entry level ka, you can say na intermediate ka, and you can say that you are an expert in the specific field that you put yung sa skills nyo. And even if wala kayong experience online, you can still be an expert. Especially, for example, okay, gamitin natin yung Microsoft Excel. Kasi maintindihan ng mga tao yung Microsoft Excel. Some people, expert na sila sa Microsoft Excel. Marunong na sila gumawa ng macros, parang may programming dun. And even if wala silang experience online, yung offline yung experience nila, expert na sila. Okay, so if they are offering Microsoft Excel services, pwede naman nila sabihin na expert na sila. Okay, they're not entry level, they're not intermediate, they're already experts. Kahit nasa office, they became experts sa office and not online. Okay. Sige. Next up is highlight your educational background. If you have a degree, even if you haven't completed it, the area of study, additional details such if you have awards, recognitions, or mga extracurricular activities that you were involved in. You put it over here in the education section. Okay? In the Upwork profile. Okay. Sige. Next is highlight your past work experience. Sige. If you work with companies in the past, the projects you've completed before Upwork, projects you can share from other freelancing sites, you put them here. And what's nice here is that yung mga relevant experience nyo, kahit offline, kahit nasa office, you can also put it here in the experience section, in the employment section. Next, your language proficiency. So, English, and it'll ask how proficient are you in English. Kung native ba kayo, kung excellent, kung good. And usually sa atin, yung mga Filipino, excellent yung mga English natin. Compared sa ibang country, excellent kahit even if we're not the best in English, yung high school or college, mostly sa atin excellent or good yung English natin. Sige, next set your hourly rate. Ito, you can change this at any time. In the future, you can increase or decrease your hourly rate, and you can customize every time you apply for a job, every time you submit a proposal. You can always change and adjust your rate kung gusto nyo. So, over here, parang yung base rate nyo, yung parang standard rate nyo, you can put it over here. And yung mga clients, yung mga potential clients will see this in your profile din. Okay? So, there's an hourly rate, and then yung Upwork service fee, yung basic is 20%. And then it becomes 10% if you bill over 500 with a specific client. And then you can see how much you're going to get. So kung hourly rate nyo, $10 per hour, yung Upwork service fee, yung starting service fee nila will be $2 kasi 20%. And then yung ma-receive nyo is $8 na. So medyo malaki at first, pero it's pretty easy to hit the 10% na sa Upwork. Sige. How much for entry level? It depends. The lowest that you can do is $3 per hour. Pero usually, yung mga example, if you have experience na, we recommend $5. Especially those that go through our VA bootcamp, yung course, yung paid course namin, we always recommend start nyo sa $5 per hour. Huwag kayo sa $3 kasi parang to differentiate yourself na may training kayo. Because you're not 100% newbie anymore. May knowledge na sila. May knowledge na yung mga students, diba? So they can start at $5 per hour na. Per lowest, you can go is $3. Yung iba, depende sa experience, depende sa service that they offer. They even go $8, $10 to start off. So indicate your title and your overview. So you have, pakita ko lang dito, keep your title short. Okay, you want to be specific and include keywords that potential clients may search for. And you want to make your first sentence count. So, title and overview, this is very, very important when it comes to your profile. Kasi, for example, ito si Drew G. One example here, yung title niya is iOS App Developer, UX UI Expert. So, when a client searches for an iOS App Developer, lalabas siya. Diba? Yung pangalan niya, lalabas siya sa ano. Because it matches what the client is searching for. So if you want to be social media marketer, diba? Or you want to be general virtual assistant, ganun, lead gen, SMM, pwede naman $5 per hour. May nakita po budget, yung $2.50, diba, hindi pwede sa Upwork yung $2.50 per hour. Pero sa ibang platform, meron ding $2.50 per hour. Sobrang baba ng $2.50 per hour. Pero yung iba, dahil parang desperate na, pinapatol pa rin yung $2.50 per hour. Sige, going back. So, you'd want to put yung title nyo, very important. Dapat, when a client sees it, maintindihan niya agad. Pwedeng Microsoft Excel expert. Di ba? Pwede nyo nilagay dun. Or Photoshop expert. Logo designer, ganun. You can always put that as a title. And then you want to make your first sentence count. Kasi kapag nag-search results, di ba usually when we do a search sa Google, we see hindi na yung name sa website, pero may short summary din. Dito, sa Upwork, yung first sentence ng professional overview nyo, kita nyo yung professional overview dito, di ba, sa screenshot. First sentence dun, lalabas siya sa search results. So, si Drew sabi niya, need a pixel-perfect iOS app to grow your business, generate revenue, or connect with customers. I am an experienced mobile app developer who's worked extensively with Swift and Objective-C on projects, and then continue. So, very important, yung first sentence nyo is nakaka-capture ng attention. Hindi siya boring. Hindi siya, good evening, ma'am sir. My name is Jason Dulay, ma'am sir, and I was born on ganun. Wala na. Boring nyo naman, di ba? You want to capture the attention. And then it should be parang a summary of what you do din. How much if mag-enroll, somebody can reply. We have different packages. Bigyan nyo na lang yung link. And we'll talk about it later din. Christina, matagal ko na na-open yung Upwork ko kasi nasira laptop ko. Mawawala pa ba yan? Hindi siya mawawala. Na-approve ng Upwork ko pero wala pa client. It's okay. You can find clients naman. Sige. Moving on. Next is add a profile photo. You can't have a blank face. Okay? Your face must be clearly visible. You can't use a logo. You can't use a cartoon. And advice ko lang is medyo presentable naman ng profile photo. Okay? Hindi naman yung woke up like this na photo or parang yung kissy face na photo, ganun. Nag-apply ka ng trabaho, di ba? Nag-apply ka ng mga projects. Huwag ka namang medyo professional mo yung picture noon, di ba? So, kahit sa cellphone, diba? Mga bagong cellphone, maganda naman yung cameras nun. So, even if you have a friend of yours or family member take a photo of you, you can post it here. Basta maganda yung lighting. Ano kayo mukha mo, di ba? Parang hindi ka lang naka-topless, or if lalaki, parang lalaki naka-topless, ganun, or na if babae, parang hindi lang naka-spaghetti. Dapat parang medyo formal, okay? So, yun. Medyo professional. Hindi naman kailangan naka-barong Tagalog or naka-gown, ganun. Pero professional, at least professional ka. Okay. Next is you add your contact details. This is just to verify your identity. This will not be shown to the clients, but this is more for Upwork to be able to verify. Parang may code na silang iti-text sa'yo. Okay. Always preview your profile before submitting. Once again, you will be asked to preview it, and you want to make sure na ayusin nyo. A lot of the time, with our students, we usually tell them to take a lot of time, ilang oras talaga, to make sure na okay yung profile nila. Okay? Review the profile information before submitting it, and then you also need to verify your identity. Para hindi ka naman parang fake identity. You'll need an ID, and then usually sometimes they ask you to go on a call, parang Skype call na make sure na yung mukha mo doon sa picture, mukha mo yung sa ID, and in real life, ikaw talaga yon, hindi ka fake. So they also want to make sure na you are a real person, hindi ka robot, diba? And congratulations, you have an Upwork profile. Ayun, you can already create an Upwork profile just using these steps here. Alright, now if you already have an Upwork profile, you can find jobs on Upwork. You can apply to work. So if you log in and then you go to the Upwork.com website, you can click on the Find Work button over here, and then you do a search. So either you type, kita nyo diba, may parang search sa ba, enter your desired skill name, or you browse yung mga category. You browse yung anong meron dun. Okay, so you can browse the different categories, or you can enter, let's say, Photoshop or Microsoft Excel. Ganon. You type it in and you do a search. Okay, here, you do a search over here. It will show the result for the skill or job that you searched for. Okay, so let's say you search for virtual assistant jobs. And then, ito, one category for virtual assistant. You look for virtual assistant jobs. You can click you click on it, and then it'll show you all the virtual assistant jobs over here. And then, marami. There are hundreds of jobs available. Okay. The thing with Upwork is that they ask for those with experience as VA. You can do it kahit wala kang experience. Sa totoo lang. Kasi, paano kung makakuha ng experience if first time ka pa lang, di ba? So, there are ways that you can find jobs even without experience. Are we discussing that ba tonight? Teka lang. Check ko lang dito. We're not discussing that tonight. We might discuss it in our next webinar. Pero there are ways to get jobs even if wala ka pang experience. And it's not, yung mga students nag-enroll sa VA Bootcamp, most of them don't even have experience before kaya nag-enroll sila. And then they're able to get hired pa rin. Elma, you can apply again tomorrow. Pero, you want to make sure that you update your profile. Usually, they ask 6 months para makakuha ka ng education or experience, ganun. Pero, pwede ka naman mag-apply agad. And it's not only Upwork. There are also other websites that you can look for. Yung ginagamit lang natin dito is Upwork as an example. Pero there are also other websites that you can apply to. Like the ones I showed earlier, the list I showed you earlier. Yung pinakasikat lang is Upwork. That's why we're showing it here. So, if you pull up the search result for jobs, and then you can see parang a summary of each job. So, dito naka-green virtual assistant for music startup. Sa baba, create new FB business manager account. Merong iba't ibang mga jobs. And if you want to see the details, you click on the title, and you see the details over here. Maraming mga details. Needs to hire 2 freelancers, looking for an assistant to help with a few minor tasks. Mga 1 to 3 tasks to start. Track our progress, track yung mga social media followers nila, daily calls, call me about the progress of the site and app, 10 minutes. Complete tasks on calendar, research competitors, and companies who can help us. Get YouTube videos about other music apps, mga royalties, music industry, investing in music streaming, Spotify, Tidal. Find music blogs, podcasts that we can get featured on. Marketing strategies, keep up with crowdfunding. We want to know all music platform on Kickstarter, Indiegogo. Find music personnel on LinkedIn. Track accelerators for startups and deadlines, dates, and so on. Music related events, ideas, and what to post. And find any additional information that can help us. So, dito, like this guy is looking for people to do research. Mostly yan dito, research. Kaya nyo bang gawin? If I'm gonna ask you, based on this description, kaya nyo ba gawin to? Okay? Track yung mga social media followers. Research competitors. Research YouTube. Research blogs. Research crowdfunding. Research on LinkedIn. Research sa mga accelerators. Pero research to. Pero research tasks to. May konting marketing lang. May konting social media. Pero parang 90% to research to. Diba? Sa tingin nyo, kaya nyo ba gawin to? More or parang research lang halos lahat. Yes or no? Sa tingin nyo, just personal opinion nyo if kaya nyo bang gawin yung task na to. I'm not gonna say na you're gonna get hired for it, pero if kaya nyo lang gawin, what do you think? In your opinion. Yes. Oh, mostly, di ba? Parang mostly sa atin, kaya naman natin gawin to. And then you can see on the right side, on the right side, there's about the client. It's not very clear, pero nakikita nyo, parang may reviews na si client. May past reviews na siya. So parang legit siya, na he's gonna hire people for this. And isipin nyo, bayaran kayo ng $5 per hour to do this? Yeah, pwede na, right? Oh, so there are a lot of jobs na kahit wala kayong experience, kahit hindi kayo mag-enroll sa VA Bootcamp, you can do them. You can do these jobs na. Diba? So, kaya. Diba? Kaya namang gawin. AJ, some posting want us to register or apply to another link or website. Red flag yun. If nasa Upwork and they say, oh, click on this link, usually red flag yun. So, be careful. A lot of the time, there's a big chance it's a scam, especially if wala pang reviews yung client. So, just be very careful kung may ganun. Sige, so how do you apply for a job? Let's say, okay, you see this and say, oh, kaya ko naman to kaya kong gawin. Diba, you've done the steps here in the webinar, you've created your profile, you searched for this job, and then, oh, kaya kong gawin to, I'm gonna apply for this job. How do you apply for jobs on Upwork? First of all, we have connects. Okay, we have what we call connects. So ano yung connects? Connects are used to apply for jobs. Okay, with each application, it requires between 1 and 5 connects. So parang digital currency to, yung connects. 0 connects are used if you're invited. If somebody invites you to apply for a job, hindi kayo mababawasan ng connects. Okay, so usually you start with 60 connects ata. Just remember that they'll still expire if you don't use them within a year. Okay, so mahaba naman yung expiration, 1 year. So keep reaching out. 80 pala. 80 yung starting connects. When you create a new account, you already have 80 connects. Okay? And then, between 1 and 5 jobs. So you can apply to mga 20 jobs na. Okay? And you want to make sure na when you apply to these jobs, you do your best naman sa application nyo. Yung kasi, what a lot of people do is parang apply lang, and then biglang maubusan sila ng connect. Sabihin nila, ay, hindi ako na-hire kasi naubos na ako ng connects. You have to do your best when you apply to jobs. And we're gonna talk about this a little bit over here, na when you're applying to jobs and what you should really look out for, and then parang yung mga common mistakes. Pero you really want to put your best foot forward in every single job that you apply for. Okay? Kasi we see it so many times. Naubos na ako ng connects, hindi ako na-hire. And then, paano ko nag-apply? What did you put ba sa application nyo, sa cover letter nyo? And yung iba parang wala lang, hindi naman siniseryoso. So, take it seriously, guys. Otherwise, kailangan kayo magbayad. You have to pay monthly. Sa basic, 10 connects per month plus parang 80 connects per month. I think it's $15. So, mga 700, 800 pesos per month to get 80 connects. May bayad, diba? So, yun. Take it seriously, guys, when you apply for jobs. Okay, when you submit to a proposal to a client and win an interview, you'll also get a bonus of 10 connects after you complete your interview. You can earn up to 50 connects every 7 days to win the jobs you want. So, yun, if siniseryoso nyo yung application nyo, yung cover letter nyo, and makuha ng attention ni client, then you get a bonus 10 connects because may interview ka, diba? So, parang may prize ka din. Okay yung cover letter mo. Parang na-interview ka. Kahit hindi ka ma-hire, basta you go through the interview inside Upwork, you get bonus connects din. So, yun, kahit hindi kayo magbayad, mag-refresh pa rin yung connects mo because may prize kayo for doing a good job. Okay? So, that's how you would do it. So, let's start na, di ba? Sige, let's start. Let's give an example here. Yung connects, para siyang pera, actually. Para siyang pera that you use, parang digital currency that you use. Di ba sa games, may pera that you can use to buy mga items, mga ganun, or mga skins, mga ganun. Dito, you use up the connects whenever you apply to a job. Ganun. And you can always purchase more. If mabusan kayo, hindi pa ka na-hire, and wala kayong bonus connects, then you can purchase from Upwork to get more connects. Okay, so we going back, diba? We find work by entering a job position. So let's say virtual assistant. Hanap tayo ng virtual assistant, and we see 10,323 jobs found. Ayan, ang dami, no? 10,323 jobs. I'll give some tips later. It's here in our presentation. Then we have some tips, mga common mistakes and tips as well. And we're also gonna give more tips when we do our next webinar then, which is related to this. Sige. We see 10,000 jobs over here, and you can filter the searches by category, by experience, whether they're only looking for entry level, mga newbie. As you can see, kung entry level, it's only 2,000 something. Intermediate, mostly intermediate yung hinahanap mga tao, so 6,300. Expert, 1,800 yung mga openings for those. Hourly, there are 8,633. Fixed price, 1,690. Number of proposals, itong number of proposals, this is how many other people are applying for the job. Less than 5, marami pa rin. Itong 20 to 50, kita nyo yung less than 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, 20 to 50. Kung 20 to 50, wag na kayong umasa. Most of the time, ha? Kung 20 to, kung nakikita nyo na may 20 to 50 proposals na dito, wag nyo sayangin yung oras nyo, yung connects nyo. Yun ang advice ko. Kasi ang dami na. Parang, ang dami mo ng competition dun. Sige. But you can filter the results based on these. Whether it's a COVID-related job, like healthcare and so on, whether it's based on client info, based on client history, on location, on budget, on project length, on hours per week, and so on. So when you do a filter, let's say you say, I only want entry-level jobs that are paid hourly, that have less than 5 proposals, and may verified payment method si client. So parang chances are hindi siya scam. You only have 175 left because very specific yung mga filters mo. So you'll find 175 jobs, and you're not gonna apply to 10,000 jobs naman, di ba? Totoo lang, you're not gonna apply to this many jobs. 175, you're not gonna apply to 175 jobs, pero at least you have less to choose from. Hindi kayo malilito sa dami, right? So you look at 175, you'll browse through them, apply to the ones you think you can match, and parang parang okay para sa'yo, di ba? After this live, yes, may replay po after this webinar. Sige. So let's say na you browse through the different jobs and meron kayong makitang trabaho that is interesting to you. So what you do is you scan the different job postings and choose one to apply for. Okay? So yun. Choose one to apply for, okay? And then you can open multiple, di ba? Hindi naman kailangan mag-decide agad-agad. You just look through different ones and then you say, okay, pwede ako dito, and you can choose, okay, this is the one I'm gonna apply to right now. So here, the job opening is for virtual assistant / social media manager. Di ba meron kanina nag-comment na VA and social media yung yung skills niya? Pwede siya dito. Actually, bago pa lang to, I think, this job opening. It might still be open, so baka andun pa yun. Because we just created the slides. I think kahapon lang to na screenshot, so baka pwede pa to. Social media, I'm looking for virtual assistant social media manager to help with book publishing. So requirements niya, must be well versed in social media management. Actually, mga Pinoy, experts tayo sa social media, di ba? Experts tayo sa Facebook, sa Instagram, sa TikTok, di ba? Sa YouTube, sa Twitter hindi masyado, pero tayo mga Pinoy, grabe tayo mag-social media. We're one of the country that use social media the most. So, sabihin niya, well-versed, tayo mga Pinoy, experts tayo dito. Second is be able to prioritize and self-manage. Okay, so kailangan parang marunong ka mag-prioritize. If may experience ka in an office, hopefully you know how to do this. Third, be fluent in English and be able to compose grammatically correct posts and correspondence. Be fluent, hindi na ka naman kailangan expert. Okay? Usually, mostly sa atin, are considered fluent na. Mga Pinoy, we are considered fluent because we can converse in English. We can have a conversation in English. Diba? And usually, yun ang requirement nila, na fluent. And then yung grammatically correct post and correspondence, actually may mga tools na ginagamit natin. Ako kasi, even me, I make mistakes sometimes, and may mga tools that automatically check. So you can even use mga tools to automatically check it. And then be able to meet deadlines, manage time, have some knowledge of Photoshop. Hindi ka kailangan expert, pero parang basic editing lang. And you can get that some knowledge kahit manood kayo ng YouTube tutorials, mga 1 oras, 2 oras, okay ka na dun. You'll have some basic knowledge of Photoshop. The following is not required but would be helpful. A love of reading, knowledge of the KDP, Kindle Publishing, yung Kindle Direct Publishing ata yun, an understanding of Amazon ads. So parang may plus, diba, if you know about those. And actually, I'll give you a tip, advice ha. So, if you're gonna apply to this job, okay, Ito yung job requirements, okay? Before you apply to this job, ang tip ko sa inyo is research ka muna about KDP. Research ka muna about Amazon ads. So that when you write your application letter, pwede nyo sabihin, oh, I know, I have some knowledge about KDP. Hindi naman sila sinabi expert sa KDP or expert sa ads. Amazon ads. Knowledge and understanding lang, di ba? And you can do that by spending like 1 hour, 2 hours of researching. Diba? So before you apply to this job, okay, ito yung tip ko. Kahit wala kang experience, you can do this. And it'll already give you a plus. Kasi ito yung hindi ginagawa ng iba. Parang they apply for the job and then, okay. And then they apply and say, ako, wala naman akong knowledge sa KDP, wala akong knowledge sa Amazon ads, pero apply pa rin ako. Ayun, wala na. They don't have an advantage. Maka-advantage kayo if you take the time and you do some research lang, basahin nyo lang, basa ka ng article, watch a YouTube video about these, and then when you apply, say, okay, I understand KDP, I understand Amazon ads. Sabihin mo, hindi ka expert, pero may knowledge ka. Diba? So yun, because of your research, may knowledge ka na. And that will give you a higher chance of getting hired because you took the time. Diba? Sabi ko kanina, take it seriously. Take each job that you apply for seriously. Even if you just apply for one job every day, or let's say 3, usually yung advice namin 3, but even if you apply to 1, tapos you take it seriously, you have a much higher chance of getting hired kaysa you apply for 10 jobs. Okay? So yun. May tips na kayo, ah. Sige. Also, look at, very important, read the additional instructions. A lot of the times, there are additional instructions. You will be asked to answer the following. Are you uncomfortable working with LGBT? Please describe your experience with similar projects, professional or personal. Tell me a little about your interests. Do you enjoy reading? What genres and what's the last book you read? Okay, yun. Okay, so, yun. Even if wala kang experience, di ba? Let's see here. Well-versed social media. Even if wala kang experience sa itong KDP or Amazon, you can say na, oh, I have experience managing my friend's Facebook page. Di ba? And then, kahit kulang yung experience mo doon compared sa iba, pwede mo bawiin because you already did research on Amazon ads, you did research on KDP, you watched mga Photoshop videos, and then you're comfortable with LGBT. Dami mong plus points na, di ba? Gets nyo? Gets nyo, guys? Okay. Sige. And then, once you're done reading everything, you can submit a proposal. Just click on the link. If you think you're qualified, if you're okay with it, then you click on the link over there. Or dito, on the upper right. Submit a proposal. This one requires 6 connects. Ang daming connects ito, to apply for this job. Sige. And then you choose, kasi maraming mga profiles that you can create in Upwork. So you choose your general, or if you have a specialized profile, and then you put your hourly rate. How much are you gonna propose per hour? You can change, this is your default on your profile, pero you can adjust it as you want depending on the job. You write your cover letter, parang application letter mo. We're gonna talk a little about that later in detail. And then meron ding additional questions that the client might be asking. Okay? And if you have attachments, if meron kayong mga parang sample work, mga portfolio, then you put it over here. Sige, and then you click submit the proposal. Once again, take your time. Don't rush it because you want to take it seriously. Like I said, even if you spend 3-4 hours applying for one single job, it's better to do that than to take 5 minutes na hindi nyo seryosohin. Sayang nyo lang yung ano. And anyway, if you learn about Photoshop, if you learn about KDP, if you learn about Amazon ads, added knowledge na rin yun sa inyo. So hindi siya sayang. If ever you find another job that requires similar skills, you don't spend the time again doing the research kasi alam nyo na, diba? Or review nyo na lang, right? So yun. Okay, clear ba? Do you guys, is it clear so far? Parang yun ang step-by-step process. Somebody asked earlier, what's the step-by-step process? That is the step-by-step process. And then, I'm gonna give you some more tips later, okay? Clear or not clear? Type in the comment section down below. Nawala yung camera ko. Wait lang. Teka lang guys ha. I'm gonna have to... Yung camera ko nawala. Sige. Teka lang. Sorry for the technical difficulty. I'm just gonna have to... So, naka-battery lang yung camera ko. Pero yung mic ko hindi naka-battery. So, we still have microphone. Kahit walang camera. Okay, it's good to hear na clear. Mostly clear sa inyo. Sige. Nag-change battery lang ako sa camera. Masyadong low-tech kasi battery operated. Yan. Okay. Adjust ko na. Okay. Alright, sorry for the interruption guys. But we are now back. Clear. Yes, it's recorded. Okay, good. Clear. Alright, so moving on to our next platform, which is Onlinejobs.ph. That's another platform where you can also apply for jobs. I'm just going to show you a process quickly. So, just to give a brief background, Onlinejobs.ph, it has the largest database of Filipino virtual workers. So, this is specialized for Filipinos. More than 1 million profiles and more than 34,000 Filipinos join each month. You can recruit and hire on your terms. No ongoing commitment or fees. Communication with hire and pay workers directly. Okay, so there are no, unlike sa Upwork na may constant fees, dito sa online jobs, actually sa freelancer walang fees. Ang nagbabayad nito is yung clients. So wala kang babayaran. Your staff don't work for us. You can do part-time, full-time, hourly, or salary. So it's onlinejobs.ph. You can go to the website, and then creating a profile in online jobs is very similar lang sa Upwork. So we won't show it to you step by step. Pero use the same tips that we gave earlier when creating a profile sa onlinejobs.ph. More or less the same lang. And then one thing different about online jobs is that may tinatawag silang ID proof. Yung ID proof is parang verification na totoong tao ka. So you can upload a government ID. You can take some tests. Parang may IQ test sila, may English test, may linking with Facebook that you can use to increase your ID proof. And that's important for applying for jobs. Because clients will also see it and say, okay, this is somebody who's taken the time to increase their ID proof then. So the higher the ID proof, the better. I think 100 yung max nito. Or 99, kasi 99 yung example dito. Alright. Now, some tips before we move forward. Later, I'm going to give you some tips in writing cover letters. But before that, I'm going to give you some tips in profiles. So, when you create your profiles, we talked about creating a profile in Upwork and creating a profile in Onlinejobs.ph. These are the very, very common mistakes. Profile pictures that are too small or unprofessional. Okay? If they're too small, when you upload it, magiging pixelated. Nang pangit tingnan. Once again, yung picture nyo, di ba, first impressions last, sabi ng Axe. first impressions last. And sa picture, yun talagang first impression. So, ayusin nyo naman ng konti. Like, the way you see yung framing ko right now, di ba? Shoulders, head, nasa isip ko, head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Kasi yun ang parang playlist namin. Pero, di ba? Yung ulo and shoulders, nakikita siya sa picture. Ganito yung usually yung framing. Or kahit hanggang sa chest din, maximum, parang upper chest. Or yung iba, parang half body. Parang yung half body medyo zoomed out na yun. So, ganitong framing or a bit lower, this is okay for a profile photo. Okay? Hindi naman sobrang lapit din na parang hindi nakita yung neck nyo, di ba? So, you should see the shoulders, you should see the head. Yun ang tip ko usually when it comes to profile photos. Next, make your summary or overview. Making your summary or overview look like a cover letter or proposal. Hindi siya cover letter. When you make the summary, di ba, summary about you, parang about you yun. Hindi mo sabihin, oh, please hire me because ganito, ganyan, I'm applying for a job. Ganun. Hindi. It's a summary of your skills that you're offering and what you can also do for potential clients. Okay? So, it's a summary. Parang, okay, this is what I know, this is my experience, this is what I can offer. Ganun. Next is not adding as much portfolio items as you can. Portfolio items, they are an example of the work that you can do. Okay? Yung past work nyo or yung sample work nyo. Ito yung mga portfolio items. And advice ko is to add portfolio items. Add more portfolio items para makikita ng client nyo what the quality of your work. And then if you can put, of course, you want to put high quality work. Kung low quality, maybe create high quality work or samples muna before you add them to your portfolio. Sige, so don't do these mistakes. These are very, very common mistakes. And don't do them when it comes to your profile. If you want more details about creating profiles, we have very long lectures in our VA Bootcamp course as well regarding that. Sige, we have another water break. I'll give you guys 1 minute. We only have 40 minutes left right now. 1 minute timer.
Okay.
1 minute timer.
Okay, 1 minute and counting.
Okay, you'll have 1 minute to drink water, to use the bathroom, and so on. And we will get back. In the meantime, I want to ask, how are you guys doing? Okay ba kayo? I noticed a few people dropped off. I think nung nawala yung camera ko, akala nila nawala din ako. So, umalis sila. Na-turn off sila. Kasi na-off yung camera ko. Pero, thank you guys for staying on. Those who are still here, we have 286, 300 something tayo kanina. Yeah. But it's okay. At least, alam ko kayo yung parang loyal, di ba? Kayo yung dedicated to really learn. So, and I want to ask, how are you guys doing? Na-bored ba kayo? Are you learning a lot? Are you bored? Na-overwhelmed ba kayo sa information na to? Or how are you feeling with regards to this? I hope you guys are okay, and I hope you're doing well. Also, thank you for sending stars. May stars dito sa Facebook. Parang points lang din sa amin. And so, continue. You can send us stars to show your support sa amin. Show your support to our Facebook page. So, how are you guys doing? Comment naman kayo dun. So, yeah, I'm just looking at the comments here. So, and next up, tapos na yung 1 minute, we're gonna be talking about writing cover letters. Yung question ni Junlin, sir, ano ba dapat applyan ko na VA position? My skill is photo editing. So, if your skill is photo editing, look for job, like Photoshop. May Corel, may Photoshop, may Canva, iba-iba. So, yun ang highlight mo. Diba? Kasi yun ang parang edge mo sa iba. Yun ang advantage mo sa iba. So, dapat yun ang highlight mo. The photo editor. Diba? Or VA na with photo editing. So, highlight mo talaga will be your photo editing. And when you look for jobs, you always look for jobs that require Photoshop. Kasi yun ang chance. Diba? Kasi yun ang skill mo compared sa iba. If you have a skill that not everyone has, dapat yun ang highlight mo and you use it to your advantage. And when you apply for jobs, especially kung newer ka, you apply for jobs that are really looking for that skill kasi meron ka and others don't have it. Especially if may mga samples ka. may before and after ka sa photo editing, like pangit na photo or pinapagandaan mo yung model, ganun. Add mo sa portfolio mo. Create ka lang. Or if wala ka, pero you can do it, kuha ka lang ng kahit anong picture tapos edit mo, add mo sa portfolio mo para may pakita ka na you can show the client na ito yung kaya mong gawin. Okay? Guys, are you still there? Are you doing okay? Wala akong nakitang bagong comments dito. Pero may nag-comment pa ba? Or nag-freeze. Minsan mag-freeze din tong Facebook So, di ko rin alam. Hello? I think nag-freeze yung comments. Teka lang. Oo nga, nag-freeze ka yung comment sa isang window ko. Kaya pala hindi kayo nag-comment. Akala ko sinastop lang ako, pero ito pala. Minsan ganun si Facebook. Hindi ko makita yung comments. Pero good thing I open another window. Doing great, learning a lot, overwhelmed. Okay, that's okay. If there's any clarification, let me know if may questions kayo. Aling platforms ang tingin nyo sa best buy for newbie freelancers? Onlinejobs and Upwork really are the top that we recommend. Kahit newbies and non-newbies. Really recommend those two. On others, maraming mga platforms, but those are the two biggest. Ang daming na ko i-adjust sa profile ko. We are grateful. Good to hear. Watch the replay. Very informative. Enjoying. Learning a lot. Good to hear. One step at a time. Oh, nice. One step at a time lang. Newbie. Learning a lot. Okay. Nagtitinda habang nanonood. Live selling ba yan? Very interesting. Good to hear. Came a bit late. Do you do consultation? Depends. You can send me a PM regarding that. Pero medyo I charge for consultations, so hindi siya free if ganun. Pero sa students, we have of course a different arrangement. Pwede po ba sa virtual assistant and sales representative ka pa? Sayang kasi. Pwede. Pwede naman na sales yung highlight mo kasi may mga sales position. Inbound, outbound sales, whether phone sales, email sales, chat sales, maraming mga sales na pwede online. So, kahit hindi virtual assistant ang focus mo, sales ang focus mo, pwede na yun. Or kung gusto mo, pwede naman VA with sales experience. So, pwede. Marami kang options. Okay, sige. Learning a lot. Paano gumawa ng profile at saan gagawa ng portfolio? Like, yung tip na binigay ko sa Photoshop person earlier, yun, di ba? If may example work ka, save mo lang, screenshot mo lang, and then upload mo lang yung picture. Okay? Or, pwede din na gawa ka lang ng sample work. Like, if marunong ka mag-Photoshop, kuha ka lang ng pangit na picture ka lang na pangit, tapos adjust mo lang sa Photoshop, tapos upload mo. Kasi yung portfolio is para makita ni client na anong kaya mong gawin. Okay? So, gawa ka lang ng portfolio. Upload mo lang. Pictures lang yun usually. Screenshots lang yun. Pwede VA din sales rep ka pa. Oo, actually pwedeng dalawang parang specialized profiles. May VA profile tapos may sales profile ka din. How much po kaya rate kapag e-commerce VA? Mga $5 to $10. Ano ba name ng VA? Sending manage ng email ni client. Every VA, so parang basic yung email management. Meron pa bang VA for IT security administrator? Huwag ka namang VA, mag-IT security admin ka. Focus ka sa IT. Mas malaki yung bayad mo kung IT ka. What I would do, JJ, is hanapin mo mag-search ka sa mga open jobs. Ano yung mga hinahanap nila na skills with that match your skills. Tapos yun ang gawin mong profile. JJ Ramona. Narapan ako kung ano talagang niche ko at hindi ko pa marunong gumawa ng cover letter. We're gonna talk about cover letters later. Grace, if I do recommend you enroll in the bootcamp because we talk about those things. And we have a lot of tips for that. And may coaching pa. May coaches pa if you join the Hustle Challenge. Interested na mag-start to be a HR officer, doing payroll, anong maganda position. May experience ka na. So, meaning may ka. HR officer. You can be a admin and HR expert or virtual assistant with HR experience. Ganun. And then, if marunong ka mabang QuickBooks or mga software na ginagamit mo dito, you can always put it para pang hatak mo. You can get mentoring from our coaches if you enroll in the bootcamp and you go through the Hustle Challenge. If one-on-one sa akin, may ibang bayad yun. Tinatry ko pa mga apply sa call center, kaso hindi matanggap kasi no experience. Okay. Well, you can try sa freelancing, sa tips na binigyan natin dito. Ano pa, a website for online portfolio para mag-apply ng bookkeeper. Maria, mag-ano ka na? If you know QuickBooks, mag-aral ka ng QuickBooks or Zero accounting software, and then use that. Kasi yun ang hinahanap nila sa mga online bookkeeping. How much payment sa bootcamp? We have a website with our different packages. Sige. WordPress ako gumawa ng, marunong mag-WordPress. So, pwede rin yun. May sarili kang website. Halos ganun, di ba? If marunong ka mag-WordPress, or marunong ka magawa ng mga documents na ganun, that's very good. If not, then you can take screenshots and upload them. Okay, we are on to our final part of tonight's webinar. Ang bilis ng oras, no? It's already been an hour and a half. So part 3 is writing cover letters. So first of all, what is a cover letter? Yung nakita natin kanina, yung cover letters, di ba? Parang application letters. And a cover letter, sabi dito, is a written document commonly submitted with a job application outlining the applicant's credentials and interest in the open position. It's a sales letter where you convince clients why they should hire and spend money on you. The main problem is that most freelancers, they don't realize this and they take their cover letters for granted. Diba sabi ko kanina, dapat seryosoin yung mga application letters, yung mga cover letters nyo. And most people don't do that. Diba? They don't take the time. You have to take time when you're writing cover letters. Okay? Sige. Common mistakes newbies make. Okay. Anong mga common mistakes that newbies make when it comes to cover letters? Number 1 is not addressing the needs of the client based on the job post. Hindi ba parang kasi 'di ba sanay tayo when we apply to a job. I remember nag-apply ako sa call center dati. And then yung application letter ko is all the same. Kahit anong job in-applyan ko, ganun pa rin yung cover letter, yung application letter ko. Pero sa cover letters, you need to address specifically. So you need to really customize each cover letter you make. Hindi pwede yung copy-paste. Okay. Dapat, whatever nakalagay dun sa job post, ganun din yung parang response mo. You respond accordingly. Second is talking more about yourself rather than what you can do for the client. When it comes to cover letters, walang pakialam si client sa'yo. Totoo lang, wala siyang pakialam sa background mo, wala siyang pakialam sa personal life mo. What he cares about or what the client cares about is how you can solve their problems. Kasi may problema sa client kasi kaya nag-hire sila, di ba? So, what's important to them is how you can solve their problems. Ang dami ko nakitang cover letter kasi we post jobs din na sabi, my name is so on and so forth, and then I'm a graduate of AB English, ganon, from this university. Wala naman akong pakialam anong graduate mo, and I am a mother of 2 kids. Okay, that's fine, pero hindi siya related kasi sa trabaho na in-applyan mo. So you want to make sure that everything you talk about solves the client's problem. Okay? Disregarding the rope format. Ito yung rope format, tinuturo natin to sa VA Bootcamp. Okay? Sa paid course, we don't teach this for free. So, may format. Parang may formatting na may template na tinatawag nating rope. Parang teaser lang to. But we teach this in the VA Bootcamp. Okay, so, for example, let's say you have a job over here. Job overview. Listen and transcribe the conversation. Set up a consultation schedule with clients via email and text. Prepare weekly reports and submit via email. Update virtual files. Build database. Handle clients overflow. Build an ongoing task list. Required. Ito yung mga requirements. Admin assistant. Appointment setter. Data entry. Email management. Event planner. Excel. Personal assistant. Project coordinator. Research. Transcription. English. Speaking and writing. Sige. So, like I said earlier, di ba? Every single parang cover letter that you write, every single time you write it, dapat personalized. Dapat it solves the problem. Dapat it doesn't focus on you. It focuses on what you can do for the client. Yes, cover letter is parang proposal din. Cover letter, application letter, yun ang parang other terms for it. Pero it's the same thing. Okay. So, this is an example cover letter. I see that you're looking for a virtual assistant. I am confident I can do the job very well. I have intermediate experience in email handling, calendar management, internet research, and social media management using Buffer. Moreover, as a corporate salesperson, I have been using Microsoft Office in doing my admin tasks, graphs, and charts, so I could accomplish business reviews. I am a team player, flexible, and willing to be trained. Attaches my portfolio. Looking forward to hear from you so I could know how to help you better. Best regards, Maria. So this is just a sample. And based on this job application, a job posting, anong masasabi nyo sa cover letter? Anong comment nyo? Tinamaan sa mga com mistakes. Well, good to hear tinamaan ka. At least meron kang parang area for improvement, diba? Nakita mo what you need to improve. Sige, what can you say about this cover letter? Okay ba siya? Maganda if you rate it. What is your ano? What can you say? It's too long. Okay. Straightforward, direct to the point. Selling her skills. Simple and direct to the point. It's good, but it's too long. Okay. Short and skills given are tailored to clients' needs. Puro ay. Good catch. Puro ay. Hindi focus sa client. Sige. Actually, this is an example. This is an example of parang it's okay, pero maraming room for improvement. Okay, this is an example of maraming room for improvement. Talks about herself. Maraming I, di ba? It's all about me. I saw that yung you lang is parang you're looking for a virtual assistant. Everything else is I. And if you look at the job overview, and yung skills niya, parang hindi match eh. Di ba? Parang hindi siya match. May konting match, pero yung iba, wala eh. Corporate sales, wala namang corporate sales dito. Wala namang may calendar management. Wala namang calendar management. Wala namang research. Walang social media, di ba? Walang social media dito sa job overview. Hindi naman siya related sa job eh. Di ba? You can see na, okay siya, pero it's not solving the client's problem. Did not connect your skills on what you can do for the client. Mention niya yung skills niya, pero hindi na ako connect. Diba? Hindi siya connected. Pwede rin po niyang i-mention ang tasks na to show that he understands. Very good, Daphne. Pero, hindi siya related. Hindi related yung mga skills na nilagay niya. And this is an example, diba? Kasi tayo, usually, kung wala tayong experience, wala tayong training, tingnan natin to, parang, okay naman to, maganda yung cover letter. Pero sa totoo, it doesn't match. It doesn't match what the client is looking for. It's all, ganito ako. Ganun lang, diba? It doesn't answer na ano yung talaga yung hinahanap ni client. Okay, so, yun, good on those who are able to catch that. Okay, I'm going to show you an example of we don't have the opening for this pala. Pero we have some examples on mga good cover letters. Okay? And then this is written by Anna Soriano, yung isang coach natin sa VA Bootcamp. I understand you want 10 short highlights created using your 1-hour videos. Direct, di ba? Parang, ito yung hinanap mo, di ba? I'll be happy to help you with your project, give you regular updates on my progress, and make any revisions if needed. I usually work Philippine time, so you can get in touch with me, no problem. Below, I created sample highlights of this 1-minute video to see if this is what you're looking for. If you're open to it, I would love to talk to you via call so we can discuss more about this. Sige. So, wala yung sample sa job opening for these cover letters I'm showing you. Pero ano masasabi nyo? What can you say about this here? Masyadong copy-paste yung previous cover letter. Tama, di ba? Parang lahat ng skills, and then lahat ng skills na lang parang, hindi naman lahat, pero hindi siya customized, di ba? Dito, sa cover letter ni Anna, kanina si Maria, pero hindi naman totoong tao si Maria. Ay, sa example na yun. Dito si Anna, ano masasabi nyo? Comments. What can you guys comment regarding this cover letter? Okay. Yung mga comments. Brief pero detailed. Oo. Straightforward. Oh, sige, nice. It's brief, pero it's detailed, di ba? Parang very, very short, very easy to read. So kung client ka, nagmamadali ka, you can read this and say, oh, okay naman to ah. Si client mag-adjust sa time. Pwede. Short and precise, direct to the point, di ba? And may sample work pa siya, di ba? Parang, okay, may sample work. Walang name naka-address. Minsan, hindi nakalagay yung name. Pero better if you can put the name, if you can research and find the name. Naka-focus sa needs ni client, diba? And I guess that's number one thing, is naka-focus sa needs ni client. Hindi siya, ganito ako. Diba? It's, you need one client needs 1 minute video summaries, highlights, diba? And then may sample pa. Ito ba yung kailangan mo? Diba? With samples pa. So, yun. She already created the sample. Diba? Kahit hindi pa hiningi ni client. So, that's always a very good practice that you can also do. Next, over here, we have a cover letter written by Mahar. First off, congratulations on developing a new branding for your business. I can definitely help you deal with writing, editing posts, and making content that will reflect your new branding and speak to your target audience. I understand how these tasks can be time-consuming, especially when there are probably other areas you can focus on to grow your business. So I'd love to take this off as your hands. I've been experienced doing content for our small business FB page, and as an active social media user, I've created some engaging content which I posted in my personal FB account. Anyone with FB groups I'm a member of, I've attached these samples that'll work for your reference. If you see me as fit for the job, I gladly accept your invitation for an interview. Thank you, and I'm looking forward to working with you. Sige. What about this? What about this cover letter? What can you say? Oh, yung kay Ana, yung ibang comments dito. I and you use once to really help the client. Oo. Directly offering the solution, di ba? May sample, showcasing your skills. Ikaw ang solution for their problems. So, di ba? Dapat ganun. When the client reads the cover letter, sabihin niya agad, oh, ito pala yung solution sa problema ko. Di ba? Mahaba masyado, nakakatamad basahin. Oo. Pwede po ba parang cold letter? Kasi when you're applying for a job, hindi na siya cold. Masyadong warm na siya. Na may knowledge ka. So, hindi siya out of nowhere. Si Jen, mas complete. Sige, anong masasabi niyo dito? Wala namang right or wrong answer. Masyado siyang mahaba, right? Masyado siyang mahaba. May depends din sa client. Actually, when you see a client's job post, mafe-feel mo siya kung gusto niya na mahaba or gusto niyang short. With experience, you also get that. Sabi ni Jen, mas complete. Quite long. It is a bit long, especially after seeing Anna's na very short. This is a bit long. But once again, it depends on the client. And mafe-feel mo naman sa client, cursor ko. Mafe-feel mo naman sa client based on their job post. So sometimes long is good, sometimes short is good. It depends. And on the safe side, medyo short is better than long most of the time. So it depends din. Dito, di ba, mas complete sabi, okay, ano pa? Check ko lang kung may ibang formal yet precise. Give her point why she is needed. Oo. Kahit mahaba siya, it's focused on, okay, ito yung magawa ko, ito yung experience ko na related sa'yo, and it's focused on the client pa rin, di ba? On their needs, and on how na parang I'm the right person for the job. So, this is one example. I just wanted to show you two examples. One short example and one longer example of cover letters that have worked. And these are cover letters that have actually worked and have gotten people hired. So, these are just some examples over here. And then you can use this. Once, if you take screenshots of this, if you watch the replay, you can look at these cover letters and say, okay, ito yung parang samples that I can get some good practices from. We can talk about this for hours, actually, because there's so many things that we can talk about in the cover letter, pero wala tayong oras to go through that. But as you can see, these are some, we have the good practices, as we can say, focus on what the client's needs are. When they read it, parang, oh, ito yung solution sa problema ko. Diba? That's the mindset that the client should have. And if ikaw, basahin mo yung cover letter, before you submit it, basahin mo muna. And based on the job post, is tingnan mo, okay? Read it and say, okay, if this is what the client is looking for, and this is the cover letter, does this solve the client's problem? Diba? You can always do that. You can always compare and ask yourself that question. What if po beginner pa, wala pa experience, paano po makagawa ng sample work na i-attach sa proposal? Katulad ng itong kay Ana, 'di ba? Hindi ka naman kailangan may experience ka, 'di ba? Hanap ka na ng video sa YouTube, kahit anong video sa YouTube, and then gawa ka ng highlight. 'Di ba? And then submit mo, ipakita mo sa client. Kahit wala kang experience, it's very powerful na kasi pinakita mo na anong kaya mong gawin, 'di ba? And wala kang experience sa video editing, pero marunong ka, then you can do this. You can create samples like this. Here, it's a bit different kasi writing. Pero actually, you can create a sample blog post. Isip ka lang ng topic, hanap ka lang ng topic, tapos sulat ka ng blog post. Sabihin mo, ito yung sample na kaya kong gawin. Because that's what the client cares about. The client doesn't really care kung nagawa mo siya sa ibang client or sa ibang experience, pero kung kaya mo pa gawin. And if you can show the client that kaya mong gawin, then yun, that's winner ka na. Ano pong kadalasan work as freelancer for newbies? We talked about this in our previous webinar. There's a whole discussion about, we can't really talk about it tonight. Pero ito yung nakikita nyo. And you can do mga searches based on we talked about here. You can do searches and find out what clients are looking for. Okay, so yun, I just wanted to show you those cover letter examples. Now, we talk about this in detail. Marami tayong detail in the VA Bootcamp, yung paid course natin. We talk about this in detail, and you have, once again, mga coaches. If you want to get the coaching and guidance, you can get it there, and you can get feedback in the Hustle Challenge if you enroll in our accelerated or complete course. It's all there to help you out. But in the meantime, I know masyadong kailangan may budget yung VA Bootcamp. We also have yung tinatawag natin 10-day cover letter writing challenge, where I have 10 days of lessons to really help you write your cover letters. And it's only 500 pesos. It's only 500 pesos, and it gives you access for 15 days to this 10-day cover letter writing challenge. So you can get this as well. And then it'll help you. It's lower budget, more budget friendly compared sa VA Bootcamp. Parang entry level mo lang muna. Yung rope is a format we teach in the VA Bootcamp, but we can't really share it here. It's for the paid students. Kasi meron mga information that hindi lahat binigay natin for free. Okay, 1 minute water break, 1 minute timer.
Okay, 1 minute and counting.
Sige, 1 minute water break for you guys, and let's see if you have any questions. Now, we do have I'm just going to show you here. This is our VA Bootcamp members a members group na para lang to sa mga members of those who have enrolled in the VA Bootcamp. This is our Christmas party a few years ago in Vikings, in MOA. And, well, unfortunately, we haven't been able to do a Christmas party lately because of the pandemic. Pero, as you can see, maraming mga students pupunta. We have over 7,000 students right now in the VA Bootcamp. Pero this is just, of course, hindi naman lahat makapunta. So, konti lang naman makapunta sa Christmas party. So, yun. If you join the VA Bootcamp, you can also, be a part of our our parang exclusive Facebook group, which has you get a lot of help as well. And I really recommend, now if you are serious about going into freelancing, I really recommend yung VA Bootcamp. Para sa akin I really recommend yung VA Bootcamp and enrolling in the VA Bootcamp. I know na kailangan may budget, and if you can't afford it, we do have our free courses, we do have our free content. Pero especially if you're serious and you wanna really dive into this, we provide step-by-step instructions. As nakita nyo dito, we provide step-by-step instructions. May support group ka, and it's lifetime access. Okay, lifetime access ka sa VA Bootcamp. Okay, sa courses that you enroll. So, if you can enroll now, you want to review it next year, walang problema. Tapos meron ka mga internship opportunities din with the VA Bootcamp. After you graduate, you can get mga internship opportunities, and that's part of what we offer to our students. So we have different packages. We have our skills package. This package teaches you the skills you need to start working as a virtual assistant, and it starts at 3,990. Well, that's the full payment, or you can do installment of 1,499 every 2 weeks. So 3 times. So 1,499 3 times, or you can pay one time na 3,990. Mas mura if you do it one time here. So you can enroll in the skills package. And then we teach you email management, calendar management, social media management, website management, transcription, office applications, internet research, and data entry. That's what we teach in the skills package. Also, we have another package. We have, as I said, we have multiple packages. If marunong ka na, if may skills ka na, like somebody said earlier, marunong siya mag-Photoshop. If may skills ka na, but you don't know how to apply properly to jobs, nahirapan ka on creating your profile, nahirapan ka on writing cover letters, and this is the perfect package for you. Okay, it teaches you the best practices to get hired. How to create profiles properly, how to write cover letters, how to go through interviews, and then here you can also get the Hustle Challenge. Parang may mentorship, may coaching ka to get your first online job. Okay, this one is 4,990. I'm not sure if mababasa nyo dito sa video. It's 4,990, or installments is 1,990. Same thing, installments, 3 installments of 1,990 if you want to enroll in it. We also have our accelerated package, which is parang combination ng skills package and get hired package. So it teaches you the skills to get hired and teaches you how to get hired din. And it includes mga bonus courses such as e-commerce, bookkeeping, and our English course, and it's 7,990, or yung installments is 2,990 for the 3 installments. Okay, so those are our main packages. And if you want more, we also have the complete package. It includes everything we talked about earlier. It includes courses in SEO, web design, email marketing, writing, Facebook ads, next level freelancing, lead generation, chatbots, time management, and it also includes a monthly coaching call with me. We have a group coaching call with the VA Bootcamp complete students, with me personally, and that's 19,990 for full payment, or 6,990 if you're going to do installment. And this is like complete package, lahat na. Kaya nga complete, diba? It includes everything na. So those are the different packages we have. We have the skills package if you just want the skills. We have the get hired package if you want to learn how to get hired. The accelerated package, ito yung bestseller natin because it teaches you the skills and how to get hired. Or the complete package if you want everything plus yung monthly coaching call with me as well. We also have individual courses if you want to check them out on English, blogging, QuickBooks, emails, freelancing, freelance writing, SEO, social media, website design, e-commerce, and time management as well. Just check them out on vabootcamp.ph/shop. Okay. Now, just showing you some testimonials from our students. This is from Joan Kalipay sa Guban. I'm just gonna read it here. Today is my first year anniversary when I resigned from my corporate day job. Kaya naman sharing time muna. I was in a daily job as accounting payable way back 2010 to 2020, so 10 years. I enrolled in the VA Bootcamp course June 2019. After 1 month, I got my first part-time client, then second client, third client, fourth client, fifth client, then pagtuloy-tuloy na. May day job ako noon, kaya lahat part-time. Pero continuing yung mga clients. Kaya nag-decide ako mag-resign kasi dumadami na. Sabi nga po nila, client magnet po ako. And praise God for that. Kasi by God's grace po, lahat to Si God talaga yung nagbe-blast sa akin. Last year, March 2020, I decided to resign from my daily job to be a full-time freelancer. And moving forward, umabot ng 21 clients. Then down to 17 clients. At ngayon, 10 active clients na mataas na rate. Now I am able to charge high and work less, yet very satisfied with the income. My husband, dating Grab driver, and I are both full-time freelancers. Now with our 10 clients. Makaka-team kami ni hubby. Na-influence ko din ang sister ko, kaya 3 na kaming freelancers with flexible hours sa aming mga clients. Ito yung picture nila sa ilang 3. Kaya kung saan nakakagala basta may internet na sa pupuntahan. Kung tanongin niyo po ako, freelancing versus corporate job, times 10 ang itinitaas ng kita ko sa freelancing versus my corporate job salary dati. And this is because of the VA Bootcamp course. Naniwala ako, hulog ng langit ang group na to. Ito yung students group. Zero knowledge po ako about freelancing dati, and sila yung tumama sa akin. Kaya nung malaman kung may in-offer na courses. Hindi na po ako nagpatumpak-tumpak pa. Nangutang at nag-enrolled agad ako. Nangutang pa siya. ROI, return on investment, praise God, glory, honor belongs to Him alone for earning 6 digits a month. Laki ng earnings niya, no? 6 digits, so meaning 100,000 above. Salamat VA Bootcamp at mga mentors. Your God's instrument para ma-blessed ako. To all flippers, wag po kayo sumuko. Laban lang. Di aksidenteng napunta kayo sa group na to. May plano ang Lord sa buhay nyo. Kagayan lang na willing po akong mag-guide kayo sa abot ng aking makakaya. Lalo na sa mga umpisa wala pang client. PM lang po. Sister at hubby ko nasa picture. Ako po yung walang eyeglasses. God bless everyone and stay safe. Diba? Proud VA Bootcamp student, Bash June 2019, complete package course. So, she was a part-time freelancer July 2019, naging full-time March 2020, and times 10 yung earnings niya. Yeah, times 10 yung earnings niya. So, this is something that, as you can see, medyo malaki yung investment, pero para sa akin worth it naman talaga sa makakuha yung guidance sa VA Bootcamp. And if hindi nyo kaya, may free naman, diba? May mga free webinars, free courses that we have as well. But if you're serious, that's when you enroll. Sige, I'm just gonna go over a brief overview of the Hustle Challenge process. Now, we're gonna talk about this more in our next webinar. We're not gonna talk about it right now. Wala tayong oras, diba? 3 minutes na lang. It'll be may iba na overwhelmed na dito, so next time na yung ibang tips, next time na yung Hustle Challenge. 2 hours na tayo, and ayoko naman sobrang overwhelmed kayo, sobrang mo information overload kayo. Sige, now we have some good news. Sige, good news. Good news number 1, regarding our 10-day cover letter writing challenge. Diba sabi ko kanina, 500 to. Now, we're gonna be giving free access dito. So, it's our gift to you for being with us today. Learning how to get your first client, you can get this for free. Okay? Kasi pwede namang, you can instead of being here, you could have been watching mga Netflix, mga K-drama, pero we really appreciate ito yung naiwan dito who stayed until the end. Diba? Yung iba ng drop off, wala na sila dito. Pero kayo, since you stayed here until the end, ito, you can get this for free. The 10-day cover letter writing challenge. Okay? And we really appreciate you being here rather than watching yung mga K-drama, yung mga K-drama ngayon, di ba? Yung mga hospital playlist, di ba? Yun ang parating may ads. Sige, good news number 2. Marami tayong good news. Good news number 2, we have part 2 of how to find your first client. Like I said, meron pa tayong i-discuss. This is on October 2, 7 p.m. Okay? October 2, 7 p.m. We reveal the process inside the VA Bootcamp on how we help VA Bootcamp students get their very first clients. The hustle challenge process. We're gonna talk about going through interviews and how to ace interviews din. So, ito, do you want to attend? O mag-attend ba kayo sa part 2? Say, attend if you'll be attending part 2. I'm gonna give instructions on how you can get the cover letter writing challenge for free. Sige. Comment attend if you're planning to attend part 2. Ay, hindi ko plan na change yung slide. Part 2 of our webinar. Yes, I will attend. Sige, sino ba mag-attend? Isa lang? Ayun, mag-attend. Okay. Sige. So, thank you guys. I'm glad na nakita nyo yung value dito and you're still planning to attend. Now, how do you claim your gift? Yung free cover letter challenge natin. Okay. Well, we want you to take action. Diba? Sabi ko kanina, I want you to take action. So what I want you to do is I want you to really apply what you learned here. I want you to create an account on 2 online freelancing platforms. Upwork, Onlinejobs, Fiverr, Freelancer.com, Hubstaff Talent, whatever those are, create 2 accounts. Okay, 2 profiles. Okay, that's step number 1. Okay, and take screenshots. I want you to kailangan may proof na you created 2 profiles. Okay, take screenshots of this because we're gonna be asking this from you. We really want you to take action. Serious ako dun for you to really see the benefits and for you to really prove na you're serious. I want you to do this. Okay, and then number 2 is I want you to share information about the upcoming webinar. Part 2 of how to find your first client. There's a link there. Go to vab.ph/webinar promotion. And then may script na kami doon that you can just copy and paste regarding sharing information about the upcoming webinar. Okay? You can adjust it. You can change it if you want. Pero, pwede nyo rin hayaan. Diba? You can just copy and paste it para it's easy for you. So, copy and paste the post there. Upload the picture. And then you can share about it. And also take a screenshot. Once again, you don't need to copy it verbatim. Pwede nyo babaguhin. Pwede nyo i-personalize. Walang problema dun. Pero at least may recommendation kami na script. Okay? And then we're doing this because once again, this is all free information that we're giving out. And it's part. So, yun. And then, lastly, fill out this paper form. Okay? Fill out this form here. This is the link to fill out the form. So that where you're gonna upload the screenshots of the 2 freelancing platforms and of you sharing the post. And once you do that, okay, deadline for submissions, ito yung link to fill in the form. We're gonna include the links later on as well. So, going back, step 1, to create 2 profiles. Step 2 is share about the upcoming webinar. Just, you can get the information, go to that website, and then you can get the information there. Lastly, fill in this form. This is where you're uploading your screenshots for the things that we asked you to do. Okay? Deadline for this is September 27. Okay, so you've got 9 days. You got 9 days to do this. Alright? That's more than enough time. Actually, pwede nyo gawin bukas, diba? You can create the 2 profiles tomorrow, spend the whole day doing that, and then share about the VA Bootcamp upcoming webinar here. Just copy and paste it, personalize it, and then fill in this form. Pwede nyo gawin bukas, diba? But deadline September 27, and we'll start evaluating on September 28. So you won't get it right away because we're gonna wait for the submissions. Para isang process lang that we're gonna do it. Okay? So just wait until the end of the month, siguro guys, before we give you access to the cover letter writing challenge. Wag impatient. Patience muna. Kasi we have to collate all of them and check them and make sure that you guys are really doing your assignment. Okay, may assignment talaga. Pero we're giving this for free. This is a 500 peso value. And we're asking you to take action for you. Okay? Not for us, but for you. Alright? So, follow those steps for you to claim your gift. Alright? Kaya nyo ba gawin? Pwede ba? Well, September 28 or baka extension until September 30. Baka matagalan. And things might come up. Kaya nyo ba? Which website can you not access, Quinn? Becca, take screenshots lang. Yeah, baka kailangan ng HTTP before the link. I think those who are pasting the links, baka kailangan ng HTTP kasi hindi nila makiklik. Sige, questions guys? Hindi ba nag-work yung paper form? Teka lang. Hala. Ay, .co lang yun. Not .com. Sorry, may typo. .co lang. .co. May nag-type ng .com. First client.paperclick.co. That's why hindi siya nag-work. Sige. Put .co, not .com, guys. Walang M. So just remove the M if you've typed it. For those that have posted it, you can edit or delete delete it. Kasi .co lang. Jeline, Aji, .co lang siya. Sige, that's the problem. Sige. Additional questions. Can I land a job if I finish your VA course? Job is not guaranteed kasi you have to take action. Diba? Kasi maraming guaranteed ba yung trabaho? You really have to take action. But if you take action and you really apply the things that you do, then your chances are very, very high of getting a job. If you really follow the steps. Okay? It's not easy. Sabihin ko lang ha, it's not easy. But if you're really dedicated, you join the Hustle Challenge, you get coaching, you get guidance, your chances of success are very high. Sa Flip FB, hindi, sa personal, Grace, a personal FB mo, personal profile. Okay, it's working na. Yung .co, hindi yung .com. Sige. Okay. Other questions, guys? Meron pa ba kayong questions? Okay, it looks like we are all good. No? We're all good to go. Okay, so yes, please take those actions so that we can give you your gift. And we'll see you soon, diba? On the next webinar, October 2. October 10. Wait lang. October 2, diba? Nalilito na ako sa dates. Kailan ba yung part 2 natin? Let me go back to slides. October 2 nga. Sabi ko October 2, diba? Sige. Alright, so we'll see you on the next webinar. And also with for those that are gonna take action, I know not everyone's gonna take action. Kasi yung iba tamad. Yung iba parang, ay, ako na, ganon. So yun. For those that take action, we're gonna be seeing you in the 10-day cover letter writing challenge. Okay. Yes, you can upgrade. You can upgrade naman. Just pay the difference, Maria, to answer your question. I'm serious on becoming a VA. What tools and skills po ang need? Take the actions first right now, and then you can enroll in the bootcamp if you want as well. Check out the packages. Para if you're like really dedicated, you really want to make the investment. Check out the packages in vabootcamp.ph/enroll. Yun ang website na yun. So can somebody reply? Ako na. So this is the website. Okay, that's a website where we have our packages if you want to enroll. Once again, no need, pero it's highly recommended. Okay, so that's it for tonight. Thank you guys for staying on. I hope to see you in our 10-day cover letter writing challenge and of course in our next webinar on October 2. Thank you so much, guys, and you have a great rest of the evening and a great Sunday. Bye-bye.